Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday share. I hope you've had a great week. I hope you're having a beautiful day, a day of sunshine. Oh my gosh, finally. So welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Treeesa. I'm a spiritual mind, body, and soul wellness coach, Reiki practitioner-teacher, and angel card reader. And I'm so passionate about helping people stay balanced and harmonized in mind, body, and soul. And I help people by sharing mindfulness tools, tips, and techniques that's worked for me in my life. I also enjoy sharing guided meditations, coaching methods, and of course, angel card readings. So, and of course, just being in nature to help people stay harmonized. So that is my greatest passion. So passionate about spirituality, mindfulness, angels, Reiki, and being in nature. So I am here to share all of these passions of mine with all of you in hopes that some of it may resonate with you and help you on your journey. So welcome. And so just a few quick announcements before we jump into today's share. Just a reminder, for those of you who live in Orange County, California, I have a meetup community. It's called Spiritual Wellness Meetup Community Orange County. And so we meet once a month, the fourth Sunday of every month at 10 a.m. at various nature places to enjoy some mindfulness practices and enjoy the company of our amazing community. And so this coming Sunday, what is this Sunday? March 26th is the meetup. The meetups are free once a month. My gift to the community, my way of giving back. And so if you are interested, just Google Spiritual Wellness Meetup Community Orange County, and you can see what we're up to this Sunday if you want to join us. Would love to see you there and connect and be in nature with all of you. And then the other update, I have started Saturday mindfulness sessions at the beach. So again, if you live in the Orange County area and this resonates with you, every Saturday I'm hosting group mindfulness sessions at the beach at 10 a.m. for an hour and a half. These sessions on Saturday are $22 per person. And same thing, I'll just be sharing mindfulness tools, tips, and techniques. We'll do, Reiki, meditations, angel card readings, chanting, all my favorite mindfulness tools, tips, and techniques to just help you stay harmonized in mind, body, and soul, and just blast off into bliss this spring season. So, if you are interested in the Saturday sessions, all you need to do is send me an email, transform@treeesa.com, and all the information should be below. transform@treeesa.com, 3 E's, and then just put in the subject line Saturday sessions, and I'll email you the information so you can RSVP. Okay, so let's jump right in. What a powerful week this has been. Oh my gosh. So I hope you've all had a beautiful week, a light-filled week. So today, what I want to do is share my adventure this week. It's been very powerful, and I thought that I wanted to just share and just, share what I've moved through, again, in hopes that some of it might resonate to be of service to you. So I'm going to share my journey. And then after I share, I want to guide us in this beautiful mantra that I was using this week. I called the title of this video today, How to Navigate Stormy Times with Mindfulness. So I did have a little bit of stormy, I must say. And this chant, Om Mani Padme Hum, is one of the chants that really helped me this week. So I thought after I share my journey with you this week, then of course we will just connect to the light of our divine parents, our Father, Mother, Creator, the light of the angels, the light of our souls, and we'll enjoy this chant, this mantra, And so I'll talk more about that when we get there. And then at the end, we'll ask the angels what message we need to receive today. So that's kind of the agenda for today. So a little bit more talking today. So hopefully you don't get bored, but if you do, it's okay. Just turn me off. And again, just take only what resonates here and leave the rest. All I do is share my journey and what is true for my path and the insights that I've received. And you, of course, take what only resonates with you and where you're at on your journey at this time. So here we go. And I think most of you know, every week on Sunday, I post an angel reading for the week. And so this week of March 20th, I just want to remind you that the cards that came through, one was toadstools, growth, rapid spiritual growth. One of the other cards, passion and pleasure, savor your life. But to me, look at all the light in this card. So to me, this was signifying the light of spring equinox, where we have more daylight, the light of Aries season. As you know, we entered Aries season. Aries is a fire sign. So all this fire and light. And then, of course, we had a new moon in Aries as well, which again, more fire. So this week was a lot of light activations. If you need science, just follow that app. There's an app called Space Weather, and you can track the solar activity and see all the light and the solar storms that have been hitting Earth. So again, all this light is coming up. And then we had forgive. So I wanted to just bring those up because it is so fascinating and synchronistic how usually for me, every week when I do these readings with these themes to kind of help us stay balanced and harmonized in mind, body, and souls, we work through the week. They are just so spot on. And so these messages for me this week were just so right on the money. And so now I will dive in and share what happened. And I'll come back to these cards. So I just have to give you a brief little recap. Okay, so I do have a day job, Monday through Friday, and this is part of my mission is in the corporate world, to work in the corporate world a few days a week. Right now it's 4 days a week, so that I can bring more mindfulness into the workplace and the people that I encounter in the workforce. I usually help them balance their mind, body, and soul. So this is one of my missions, is to still keep kind of a foot in the working world, the 9-to-5 world, so that I can continue to practice mindfulness in the workplace. So then I can come here and share it with all of you of what I actually use in my life, just simple techniques of mindfulness that just help me stay more balanced as I go through my workday. So, bringing more mindfulness into the workplace is so important. So anyway, so this week, we was starting, I believe last week, my day job, we were set to move offices. And so that was underway for about a week. And I was so excited. For this new space that we were going to move into, and just so excited for the person who triggers me the most to finally be in his own office with a door we can shut. So I was so excited because I was going to be further away from this person so that I could work in peace and harmony, because I just value peace and harmony, and I work better in a peaceful, harmonious environment. So I was so excited. So coming into this week on Monday, I was like, all right, let me get to the office because I get to continue to work on our move. And so the first email I see on Monday morning, March 20th, is that we are no longer moving. And let me tell you, I was so crushed. I was so excited this week, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a new beginning. I'm stepping into a new beginning soon, a new office. And then this was a huge blow. Suddenly I find out we're no longer moving. So I was crushed. And then of course, the person who triggers me the most, I'm just going to call him Mr. Trigger. Let's just do that. Okay. So Mr. Trigger, when he came in the office, he said to me, I bet you're disappointed. And I said, yeah, I am freaking pissed right now. I said, I was so looking forward to having you in your own office because you're so loud. You can shut the door, you can put the TV in there. And I was going to be far away in my blissful corner, blissing out. So, yeah, I'm disappointed. And I said, can we build a wall around you or office around you? And anyway, that was that. So I sit right next to Mr. Trigger. So we are like, he's, cubicles, he's here and I'm here. And Mr. Trigger is just very loud. And I like peace and harmony and quiet. And so it's like yin and yang. It's like, oh my gosh, it gets stormy. So anyway, that was Monday, totally crushed. So then Tuesday morning, I wake up, it's raining, and I'm like, oh, here we go again. Another, rainy commute to work. I was so annoyed. And I went into my tantruming toddler. So my messy human and my tantruming toddler were just whining. I don't want to go to work today. It's raining, this commute. I was tantruming like a toddler. And so I just wanted to cry. I'm like, I just wanted to go in the forest and walk barefoot and just talk to Divine Mother and Father. Like, why, why are we not moving? I wanted to get to the bottom of this. I was like, I wanted to know the spiritual meaning and the reason behind why I couldn't move. And so I wasn't able to do that. I had to just, so there again, starting my day in the rain, I couldn't go outside. I couldn't connect my feet to the earth, my earth mother, and talk to her about the reason why I had to keep sitting next to Mr. Trigger. And so I was driving into work and I was almost in tears. I was just so devastated. So anyway, went through that day. And of course, as soon as I get into the office, Mr. Trigger had the television on, the news just loud. And again, one of the worst things you could do to me is stick me in a room with the television on with the news. To me, that is the worst thing you could ever do to me. To me, the news is the lowest vibrational situation. And so I don't watch the news because I don't need that fear-based manipulation, that low vibration density. I don't need it. I don't want it. So that's the worst thing you can do for me. And of course, sure enough, coming into the office. So here I am, tantruming like a toddler. Then the TV's going. I thought I was going to blow a head gasket. There was steam coming out of my nose, my ears. I thought I was going to explode. And so I was desperate. I was like, okay, I'm trying to go now into my mindfulness. And I'm like, I got to pull out some mindfulness because I was desperate. And so what I did is I just put on my earbuds and I put my peaceful music on. So I think I've mentioned here before, some of my favorite music is 432 hertz or 528 hertz. And it's such beautiful music that it can really help transmute any density and negativity. So I put my earbuds on, I blasted my peaceful music so that I couldn't hear Mr. Trigger and I couldn't hear the news. So my music was blasting. And oh my gosh. And it was a stormy day. So what I did is I kept my earbuds on with my peaceful music loud. And so as Mr. Trigger was giving me work, and he was in a storm, let me tell you, the storm, it was a tornado. And I would just talk to him with my music on. I was holding my phone. This is my day. This is my day on Tuesday. And he was giving me work as I was listening to my music. Anyway, so I got through that and I got them off to the meeting. So as soon as Mr. Trigger left for the meeting, the TV went off and I was able to kind of recalibrate, catch my breath. And then another thing I do at work, and this is a good tip for those of you who do work, is I'm like, I need to go walk the stairs. When you're so angry, let's move our bodies, right? So I went to this staircase because it's freaking raining, and I just started going up and down the stairs. So to me, that's a beautiful tool to use if you're at work. Go to the staircase, work it out in the staircase. So I was moving my body. And so then I was able to start settling down. And then when Mr. Trigger came back from the meeting, I was able to recalibrate and it was a little bit better. I got through the day. So that was my tantruming on Tuesday. And then in the evening, every evening, this is another mindfulness and self-care tip that I use, is every evening I take a bath. I take an Epsom salt bath, like 1 cup of Epsom salt, and I put in like 9 drops of lavender oil. That's my favorite. And what you do is you dunk your head under the water. So you fully submerge your body and your head under the water. So I dunk under 3 times. And that is a beautiful way to cleanse your aura. And so let me tell you, I do this every night because that's another way to just clear your energy field, right? And just, everything that you move through the day, let's just wash it down the drain. And you can even set an intention. I am setting the intention to release all the energy that's not mine down the drain. So I do that. So that Tuesday night, I did that. I was in my bathtub. And then that's when I started to talk to Divine Mother, Divine Father, Dzeng Pusa, the angels. I called them all in. I was like, okay, what is the cosmic joke here? Why can we not move? Like, I was so distraught. Like, what is the message? What is the meaning of this? I want to get to the bottom of this. And there's 2 things that I always say every day. I always say, thank you for revealing to me the messages I need to receive today. And I always say, thank you for showing me my next step on my evolutionary path. And so I do that every day. And sometimes you get information and sometimes you don't. But Tuesday night in the bathtub, I was sitting there, and that's another way to just be in stillness, to just have quiet, be away from everybody and listen. And so I just listened, and oh my gosh, the most profound insight just came in. It just swooped in, and it brought me such peace. And what it was is that we are all in stormy times, whether your personal life is stormy, your work life, the world itself is stormy right now, right? We don't know what's coming. So it's a stormy time, and we all have our own storm. So the message that came in, and so Mr. Trigger for me is like a storm. And so the message was, it's about in the storm, the work is for us to remain in peace, love, and joy in the storm. And this simple but profound spiritual truth and insight is so true. That's our work. That's our spiritual work, is that we have to continue to do our spiritual practices to help us remain grounded and rooted in peace, calm, and in our joy, no matter what storm is going on around us. And so that was such just a beautiful reminder, Tuesday night. And again, that's liberation. I felt liberated. I said, yes, you're absolutely right. So this is my practice. You know, my day job 4 days a week is where I practice being in a storm and using mindfulness to keep me balanced and harmonized in mind, body, and soul, so then I can come here and share it with all of you. So that was such a beautiful reminder. And also, the things that I was reminded this week is, you know, we are all connected. We are all magnificent expressions of our Creator. And so, even though Mr. Trigger is so triggering for me, I was reminded I need to see him like my brother. I am connected to him, and he's expressing our Creator in his unique way, right? And just like I want the freedom to express myself in my unique way, I need to honor his expression is very different from mine. But again, neither of us are right or wrong, good or bad. It's just he has a different expression. And I need to honor that and love that. And so it was just a beautiful reminder, because I was, in my human times, I was resisting. I was like, I can't wait to get away from this person. I was in resistance. I wanted to run away, right? But no, I can't run. I can't hide. I got to be there. And so I was just reminded of that, and also reminded that I need to love, like, the way that he is, those triggers, those reside in me too. And so I have to love those triggers. I have to love that within me. And then I can love him. You know, it's the people who trigger us. We all have all the shadow and darkness within us, right? And so I was just again reminded that he is within me. And so I have to love those crazy parts within me. I have to love that. And then I can love him. And then I can bring more peace and harmony to the situation. And so those were my really profound reminders Tuesday in Spiritual Truths. So then by Wednesday morning, I was just in peace. I was like, oh, I just felt so liberated. And I really felt just more peace and harmony in mind, body, and soul. And then what was so cool is when I walked outside, I was like, oh my gosh, remember our card, Toadstool's Growth. I saw all these mushrooms. They popped up overnight. It was like Tuesday they weren't there, and then Wednesday, boom. So I love that. I love how the angels give us these signs, you know, that yes, so those mushrooms that I saw, that's just a sign. Rapid spiritual growth. We're in times of rapid growth. It's happening so fast. So we just need to open up, receive, and listen. Oh my gosh. So I just had to share that. So that was on. Oh, sweetie, thank you. Karen, yay, love you, baby. And so that was amazing. So then on Wednesday, when I went to the office, it was not stormy. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So it was not a stormy day. And I was I was so grateful. And then it gets even better. Then it starts getting emotional. Okay, so then by Thursday, at the office, Mr. Trigger shared with me something that happened in his family. And again, going back to this card, so much light is coming into our lives. Light is truth, right? And so what is happening is the light is being shown or shining on anything that is dark. So if if anything is coming up for you in your life, any darkness, any shadows, we're all right on track. The light is helping us see things in a new light. It's bringing truth to the surface so that we can heal. And so on Thursday, Mr. Trigger shared something confidentially with me that his family, something in the shadow came to light. And then my heart just started aching, and I might cry. So we might be crying here today, but suddenly I had such compassion for Mr. Trigger, because now suddenly in his family, something was coming up that was difficult. And then I just listened and I said, thank you. I will hold this in confidence, and let me know if I can be of support. And let me tell you, that brought up just a lot of emotion. And also part of this, what I was witnessing, is he is the most amazing father and grandfather. And to watch him interact with his children and grandchildren just melts my heart. And his relationship that he has with his daughters is so beautiful. And then that brought up for me, I love my dad, but my dad and I didn't have this really close relationship that I'm seeing Mr. Trigger with his girls. And so it was like, again, bringing up within me some parts that are unhealed, like those inner child wounds were coming up. And I was like, wow. So moving a lot of emotion on Thursday. And so much so that when I was driving home Thursday, I was really crying, like, oh my gosh. And I sent Mr. Trigger a voice message text and just saying, I'm so in awe of you. And it's so beautiful to watch you interact with your girls and offer such sound, wise counsel and support and help. And anyway, I sent a beautiful message to him and just telling him I'm so in awe of him and how, I love him so much, and let me know what I can do to be of support. And so it just was beautiful how suddenly Mr. Trigger, it was so triggering, but then it sort of moved, and it moved into, I suddenly saw him with acceptance, and then it moved into compassion and back into love. And so that was just so beautiful. And then I was also able to tell him, on Thursday, I said, oh, he was saying to me, because he hasn't been able to keep anybody as an assistant. And he's saying, people find my bombastic behavior mean. And I go, no, I don't see you as mean. You're just loud. So, and I said, hey, listen, when the phone rings and I answer the phone, I can't hear the people because you're so loud. And when I'm talking to the people, they hear you. I said, you're too loud. And then he's like, you have to help me. And again, I just melted, like, wow, it's so profound again that we are exactly where we need to be. I've been placed in this situation because I'm the only one now who can help him and turn it around. And I'm on task. I'm on mission. I'm like, let's do it. Even if I have to put on my war paint and my camo, get all my mindfulness tools in hand. And so that was so great that he's like, I need you to help me. So we really had a breakthrough on Thursday. And of course, I will help you. And so then he gave me this angel bell that I gave him a few weeks back. And I go, yeah, what do I do when you're so loud? What do I do? He's like, just ring the angel bell. Oh my gosh. And so I just wanted to share this story. It was just so beautiful how there can be someone so triggering in our lives, but if we can just move through it, reach the acceptance, move into love, it's just so healing. And so we can forgive them and move into a state of healing and compassion. So, oh my gosh, just wanted to share all that. And then, of course, remember, the angels were saying forgive. And so as we forgive, we replace that with love and compassion. Oh my gosh. So that was just profound. And the other thing that I do need to share, because this happened this morning, another beautiful, well, very, very profound. I'm still trying to integrate it. So basically, I think most of you know I'm an esoteric Buddhist. And so I have, my spiritual friends, and there was someone I was able to connect with recently who helped me do a little like life reading. So I had some insights revealed to me this morning, that in what, so basically one of the Buddhist gods, and Archangel Michael, brought through in one of my past lives. I was in India, and one of my past lives, I did not make the right choices. So the person that I was in this past life in India, I caused harm to 19 people because of the choices that I made that were not of the highest good of all. And the reason I'm sharing this with all of you is because we have all been on the other side, right? Like, I've been where Mr. Trigger is. You've been there. We have all played different roles in our lives. And the reason I'm sharing this is because, again, it comes back to compassion. We have all been, murderers, rapists, different things in different lives. We've played these different roles. And so we just cannot judge anybody. So I cannot judge Mr. Trigger. I cannot judge people. We have to be in a state of compassion and love, because everyone is on such a unique, sacred journey of the soul. And we are all just working out some past karma, some things that have happened to us. And so it is fascinating. And these spiritual truths always come to us when we're ready to receive them. And so now that I just got wind of this this morning, this is a big one to swallow. But again, it just brings me back to such humbleness that, we just have to have love, kindness, and compassion for ourselves and these horrible people that we've been in the past, and have such compassion for other people in this life who maybe are kind of rough and rocky and bombastic. Oh my gosh. So wanted to share that. And also this mantra really helped me this week. So one of the mindfulness tools, tips, and techniques that really helped me the most this week was this mantra. So Kuan Yin is a bodhisattva of compassion. So in Buddhism, she's the goddess of compassion. And there's this beautiful mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. And so I was saying this mantra quite a bit this week to, again, it's like a mantra of compassion, just a reminder for us to come back into compassion. And so I thought today would be such a beautiful day to do this together, to do this mantra of Om Mani Padme Hum, to help us come back into compassion. And I don't know, so if any of you have a mala, feel free to get that out. You don't have to, though. We can just repeat it out loud. And my Buddhist master taught me, so usually on a mala, there's 108 beads. And so the way I was taught from my Buddhist master is every time you say the chant, then you move the bead. So for instance, Om Mani Padme Hum, and then you just keep going through your mala. And then when you get to the end, that's 108 times. And so it's a great mindfulness tool, tip, and technique that I just want us to try. So let's do it. So let's do this. But first, let us just connect. Let us just say a prayer. Let's connect to our divine parents and the angels, and then we'll go into this mantra. And of course, if you get bored, I understand, shut me off. But if you're still hanging in, have a sip of water, get comfortable, put on some music, and let's go. So let's just turn our awareness within. And just visualize yourself as a beautiful tree, just the most beautiful, strong tree. And just bring your awareness into your heart, into the stillness within. And this is our power place. Every time we turn within our hearts and in our souls, this is where we find our power and all our answers. All of our answers are within. So just breathe in and out of your heart. Just allow your body to relax. Just settle into this beautiful present moment. And bring the awareness to the bottom of your feet. And just visualize that you have roots growing out of your feet. And your roots are going into the earth, spreading out in front of you and back of you to the sides of you and anchoring you in like the roots of a tree. And now we're going to breathe in the beautiful, divine, loving light energy from our divine Earth Mother. And as you breathe in, just visualize this beautiful, divine, loving light energy flowing all the way up your feet, all the way up your legs, traveling all the way up your spine, up to your head, and just back down again. So let's just take some deep breaths, breathing in this loving light energy from our divine Earth Mother. And now bring the awareness to the top of your head and just visualize yourself like you have tree branches growing out the top of your head. So you're opening up your crown chakra, the top of your head, and you're just plugging in your branches to the grace grid of love, light, and divine intelligence. And now let's just open up to receive the pure, divine, loving light energy from our divine Father Sun. And just visualize this beautiful, divine, loving light energy from Father Sun just pouring down into the top of your head, traveling all the way down your head and your neck and your spine, all the way down to your feet and back up again. So let's just keep breathing in like 7 times, breathing in this beautiful, loving light energy from our divine Father Sun. And now place your hands on your heart. Just keep breathing in and out of your heart. And now let's just open up and receive the beautiful, loving light energy from our beautiful, divine soul selves. And just breathe in your own beautiful, loving light energy. Just fill up your heart, your beautiful, loving light energy. Just allow yourself to merge, become as one with your divine soul self. And now let's set an intention to harmonize our divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy from our divine Father, Mother, Creator into our heart space. And so if you'd like to repeat after me, I am harmonizing my divine feminine energy and my divine masculine energy into my mind, body, soul, and heart. And just allow your divine feminine and masculine energy to harmonize through your entire body, through your mind, body, soul, and heart. And if you'd like the angels to enter your space, just repeat after me. I'm inviting the angels into my space. I'm calling in the archangels and the angels of pure divine love and golden light to join us now to enter our space. Thank you, angels, for hovering over us. Thank you for filling us with pure divine love and golden light. Thank you for helping us harmonize our minds, bodies, and souls. Thank you for blessing us and uplifting us. Thank you for keeping us protected and safe from harm. And thank you for helping us cleanse, clear, purify, and harmonize our minds, bodies, and souls. And now just visualize golden white, sparkly light from the angels pouring into your head. Allow this light of the angels to fill all your thoughts with loving, light-filled, empowering thoughts. Just visualize this golden white sparkly light traveling down your head, down your throat. Thank you, angels, for helping us communicate with pure divine love, compassion, and kindness. And just visualize this golden white sparkly light from the angels flowing down into your heart. Thank you, angels, for filling all our emotions with loving, light-filled, empowering emotions. And just allow this golden white sparkly light from the angels continue to flow down your spine. Thank you, angels, for filling us with divine confidence, courage, and fearlessness. And this golden white sparkly light is now going down into your sacral chakra. Thank you, angels, for helping us empower us with our creations, helping us create loving, light-filled creations in our lives that benefit the highest good of all. Just allow this golden white sparkly light to continue to flow down into your root chakra. Thank you, angels, for helping us feel abundantly provided for and supported in every moment, every step of the way on our journeys. Thank you for helping us feel protected, supported, cared for, and provided for every step of the way. And just allow this golden white sparkly light from the angels continue to flow down your thighs, down your knees, down your shins, all the way down to your feet. Thank you, angels, for helping us walk lightly and with light hearts as we move forward on our sacred journeys. Thank you for revealing to us the messages we each need to hear today. Thank you for showing us our next step on our evolutionary path. We're so grateful for you. And now you can just bring your awareness, come back and open your eyes, and let's just do a little bit of chanting. Maybe we'll do 5 minutes. So it's called Om Mani Padme Hum. I also wrote it in the description. So let's just go ahead and repeat after me if you want to use a mala. And let's just spend like 5 minutes with this chant. So just we can all come into a state of compassion and love. It is so wonderful. It is so liberating when we can just remain in love, light, and compassion no matter what is happening. So let's do it. Okay, ready? Here we go. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om. 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 Mani Padme Hum. Okay, we'll stop there. But again, mantras are so powerful. And when we're just in a stormy place and feeling so triggered, what I have found in my personal experience is I bust out into a mantra, into a chant. And so we don't have to just sit down and use a mala. I've been doing this on my walks. So when I'm walking, and so I have different ones. So I've got, when I'm walking barefoot in nature, I've got a different one. And I'm actually going to, at our meetup this Sunday, I have a beautiful mantra that we're going to do as we walk the labyrinth. I'm so excited to reveal that one. I found it. And you can search mantras, just Google, mantras, and whatever resonates with you. So Om Mani Padme Hum, it's more of like a Buddhist mantra, I guess. But again, they're universal because Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion. And so it's just a powerful mantra to invoke when you need help coming back into a state of compassion. And then, of course, the people from India have beautiful chants and mantras. One that I actually found that we're going to do in nature, because it's kind of invoking the divine feminine earth energy. And then, of course, my personalized mantra, because one of my guides is Dzang Pusa, who is one of the Buddhist gods. And so one of my mantras I bust out into when I need serious help is it's Jinseng Tsu, Nan Wu, Jin Lang Di Tseng Wampusa, Nan Wu, Jin Lang, Wu Nan San Fa Wan. And this for me invokes Dzang Pusa and the dragons. And it's like, when I need help and I just invoke, I bust out into that mantra, and it's so helpful. And I do that one before bed. So it's fun. You just pick which mantras and chants resonate with you and just start incorporating them into your life. If you're in the bathtub or on a walk, driving, if you're stuck in traffic and you're starting to get agitated, bust out into chants, into mantras. It's so helpful. So hopefully that little nugget, that little mindfulness tool, tip, and technique can help you in your life. And now let's just ask the angels, let's just for one message, because I know we're cutting close on time here. So let's just ask the angels. And the first, first of all, let's get our pendulum. So dear pendulum, show us yes. Which direction is yes? Dear pendulum, show us yes. Which direction is yes? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And dear pendulum, show us no. Which direction is no? Show us no. Which direction is no? Okay, thank you so much. So the first card deck that we get a yes on, that's the message we'll pick. So let's start with Earth. Let's ask the angels and the pendulum if we need a message from the Sacred Forest deck today. This is from Denise Linn. Okay, so let's see. So dear angels and pendulum, do we need a message from the Sacred Forest deck today? Dear angels and pendulum, do we need a message from the Sacred Forest deck today? Mother Earth is like, yes, we need a message here. Okay, thank you so much. So let's put the other decks away and we'll just get our message from our Divine Earth Mother. Okay, so let's do some quick shuffles. So dear angels, what sacred forest message, wisdom, and guidance do we need to receive today? Dear angels, what sacred forest message, wisdom, and guidance do we need to receive today? And dear angels, what sacred forest message, wisdom, and guidance do we need to receive today? Thank you, angels, for bringing us the sacred forest, message, wisdom, and guidance we need to receive today. Thank you, angels, for bringing us the sacred forest, message, wisdom, and guidance that we need to receive today. And thank you, angels, for bringing us the sacred forest, message, wisdom, and guidance we need to receive today. And so it is. It is done. And I am grateful. Okay, here we go. Thank you, angels, for bringing us the sacred forest, message, wisdom, and guidance we need to receive today. Thank you, angels, for bringing us the sacred forest, message, wisdom, and guidance we need to receive today. Oh my gosh. Okay, the shout out. What did we get today? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. Dragon power. This is amazing. And this is just a message. We are all so powerful, and it is up to us to liberate ourselves. And so, again, this light, this powerful, beautiful light is within you. It's within your heart and your soul. And you come from Creator, you come from light. So all of your answers, your power, again, remember, it's within. Our power place is within our hearts and souls. So if you are in any situation and if it's dark, if it's stormy, if it's confusing, you turn within. You turn within your own heart and soul, and you sit in stillness. So whether that's in the bathtub, on a walk in the forest, in your power place, your altar place in your home, you carve out that time to turn within. We are so powerful. All of our answers are within our hearts and souls. And so this is just a reminder, no matter how stormy, how dark, how confusing, your answers are within. So just become still, just breathe, tune within your heart and soul, say some prayers, call in your angels, ask for the help and guidance that you need. Ask that all your answers are revealed to you in divine timing. And again, this light that's coming to earth that is bringing up in ourselves shadows and dark places. Do not be afraid of your own shadows and darkness within. We must love all the shadows and darkness within us. Love our inner kiddos, our inner children who tantrum. Love, we have to love. We have to love the shadow, love the dark parts of ourselves, love the shadow parts of ourselves. We must love the storm. Find love and compassion in the storm, in the dark places. And remember, just ask, what is the spiritual meaning here? What is my message? Your answers will come. You will get them. Oh my gosh, this is so powerful. I just want to cry. It's just so beautiful. So I hope that has helped. And again, if any of you want to join our community or group sessions, please reach out. Spiritual Mind, Google Spiritual Wellness Meetup Community, Orange County, and you can check out our meetup community, our amazing community of people, and check out my group sessions on Saturdays. We can blast off into bliss together. So if you or your company, if you need help one-on-one or in a group, if you need some mindfulness into your workplace or one-on-one, reach out. You can check out my website. I do team building sessions, one-on-one sessions. I'm just so passionate about bringing these mindfulness tools, tips, and techniques, whether it is to individuals one-on-one or in groups, because it's so profound. The more we engage in these practices, it's like a muscle. we strengthen our spiritual muscles so that no matter what storm is happening, we can remain rooted and grounded in our power. And then as we connect in community with our like-minded people, it is so powerful to have a tribe of people who love us and honor us and support us. So I am just so humbled to be here with all of you today. I'm just sending so much love and gratitude for all of you. And Karen, I love you, baby. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Karen, for your sweet messages. I love you too. So sending you so much love. Thank you so much for liking the video, subscribing to my channel, sharing with others. The more we can just connect and engage in these spiritual mindfulness tools, tips, and techniques together, we can just really rise above the storms and remain rooted and grounded in our light. So I see you and honor you, your beautiful light. The divine, powerful, loving in me sees and honors the divine, loving, and powerful in each of you. We are all connected heart to heart. We are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you, Karen, for being here. And thank you to everyone who will see this in the future. I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful, loving, light-filled weekend ahead, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye for now.